Hey, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm kind of going to do like a what I eat in a day or healthier snack options. So Scott and I have really been trying to make an effort to be more balanced in our meals. So we're not like doing anything extreme. We don't cut out anything like carbs and sugar. We're just trying to eat in more moderation and more balanced. We've been doing it. We've been really putting in more effort for about a month. So I thought I would show you some of our favorite things. So this morning it is almost 11:30 and woke up, went to the gym. I prefer to not eat anything before I go to the gym just because I like to run as a warm-up. And if I feel anything in my stomach, I'm not gonna run as good. It hurts my stomach. So I work out on an empty stomach. If I go in the morning, I just take some water and sip on it throughout the workout. So right when I got back, before I took a shower, I had an energy ball, a protein ball. And so the ones we've been making, they look like this. So you can see there's a bunch of stuff in there. So the main ingredient is the protein that we have, which we keep up here. And we have select protein in the taste and flavor frosted chocolate cupcake. So this is okay. I'm not a fan of protein powder too much anyways, but I really don't like the consistency with water. And if you use milk, it makes it thicker, but I don't really like milk. So sometimes we'll drink it like as a protein drink, like it's meant to be. But what we've been doing the past 2 weeks is we get a big bowl, we take a scoop or more of the protein powder, and then use some peanut butter or any kind of nut butter that you like, almond butter, whatever you want to use. So we use a nut butter, we use rolled oats and honey. I also add chia seed. You can add flaxseed if you want to, really whatever taste you like, vanilla, cinnamon, whatever you want to add, and then just mix it all together. Peanut butter and honey is really what's gonna keep it together. And so if you find that it's super crumbly, just add more of the peanut butter or the honey or whatever you're using. And then we roll it up and we stick them in the fridge and keep them in the fridge in an airtight container. And this is what we eat, like if you want to snack throughout the day, they're pretty filling. So at like 3 o'clock, if I'm starting to get hungry, I'll have 1 or 2 of these if I'm at home. But we also eat them if we work out in the evening, like after our dinner when we get home, we'll eat one of these. Instead of having a protein shake, we eat 1 or 2 of these. And they're really good. If you don't have protein powder or you don't want to use protein powder, you can also do the same thing. They're just called energy balls. I'll leave the recipe for those down below. That's what we were making a few weeks ago before we got the protein powder. But it's the same idea with the peanut butter, honey, the rolled oats, but instead of the chocolate protein powder, we use the miniature chocolate chips, and they were really good. I actually prefer the taste of those better because they have chocolate chips in them. So I had one of those before I took a shower, and now I'm going to make a smoothie. I love making these smoothies, especially after I work out in the morning, but a few days a week I'll make it before I go to work. Scott and I will split it for breakfast, but this is the best way for me to get my spinach in. I don't mind spinach. I'll actually add it if I'm cooking. Like a few days ago we made spaghetti, so while I was browning the meat, I threw a few handfuls of spinach in because it shrivels up and it really doesn't have a taste. I don't think it does when you cook it up like that. I'll add it to my eggs in the morning for breakfast. We get at least 1 bag of spinach each week. We probably go through about 1.5 bags. Usually you have to go get another one. But once it's open, I put paper towels in there because it gets really wet in there and then it shrivels up and it has a smell. So I found that putting some paper towels in the bag keeps it fresh longer. But I have all my ingredients laid out here. Let me show you what I do. So I use the NutriBullet. I've had this for years, and this is really all that I use it for, is to make these smoothies. Now, I've made smoothies before. I used to make them with like strawberries, blueberries, and banana and almond milk, and I hated the taste of it. I would force myself to drink it, but this one, it tastes just like orange juice, and it is so good. So this is like the biggest little blender cup that it comes with. Now I'm gonna take my spinach, And I just get the normal spinach, not the baby spinach. I don't know the health differences between them, but baby spinach is always more expensive, so I just get the big spinach. So, I take a big old handful and put it at the bottom. Sometimes I do 2, or like a handful and a half. So that's a lot of spinach, right? I mean, it's a lot of spinach. Then, it doesn't really matter what order you add this stuff in. This is just the way I always do it. Then I'm gonna add some chia seeds. I got this big thing from Walmart of the chia seeds. They have protein and omega-3s, and they're just supposed to be like a superfood. I don't really know what to do, but I like to add them to things. But has a little scooper in here. And I'll do 1 or 2 scoops. Because again, once it's blended up, you're not gonna taste anything besides the fruit and the orange juice. So, I add my chia seeds, I add my organic flax seed. I got this one at Trader Joe's. Make sure you get the ground flax seed, just because I've got it before and it was almost like a sunflower seed before they grind it up and it didn't blend up well. I've read that the ground flax seed is easier for your body to digest. So, I get the ground, and then this really smells like nutty, almost like a peanut butter type. But I do a scoop and a half of that, or 2 scoops, whatever you're feeling, because you're really not gonna taste it. And then I got this at Walmart. This is gonna be my last serving, but the mixed frozen fruit, pineapple, strawberries, peaches, and mango. So again, I prefer the tropical fruit blend like this versus like blueberries and banana and stuff like that. Bananas will thicken up your smoothie. I like mine to be more like a water consistency. I don't really like thickness. So I'm just gonna add the rest of this. And I believe this was like $8 or so, but I got it probably 2 months ago. And so you really don't need, this is really more fruit than I typically even do. I'm just trying to finish it. So I don't do that much because the star of the show is orange juice. I get pulp free, and make sure that you look at the ingredients, because a lot of orange juices have added sugar for no reason. Like this tastes just like Sunny D or any other kind of orange juice, but we got it at Aldi, and the only ingredient is orange juice, not from concentrate. But they like to add sugar into orange juice or any kind of fruit juice like apple juice and stuff, but also into your peanut butters. Look, we always get ours at Costco. You get the 2 big one. It's like the all natural creamy peanut butter and the only ingredients are peanuts and salt, because that's all you need. But just check your ingredients before you're buying anything, because they just slip sugar into things that are not even dessert, like sugary items. You know, they just add sugar. So we don't need the added sugar. This is the best. Now I'm gonna add about halfway full. And this is obviously why it tastes like orange juice. I used to either use milk or just water, and I didn't like the taste of it. But you can use orange juice or apple juice. I haven't tried it with apple juice, but I know that I love orange juice. And then the rest, there's like a max line here where you can, I'm gonna add water up to there. And again, if you don't want it to be this liquidy like I'm about to show you, then you don't have to add as much water or orange juice, just whatever your preference is. If you like it thicker, then don't add as much liquid. Okay, now I'm gonna blend it. I like to shake it halfway through, because sometimes I'll be drinking it and get like a whole chunk of strawberry if it got stuck to the bottom or something. And now it's done. So the spinach, whatever fruit or liquid you're using, the spinach is going to make the drink look green, which I love because I just can see how healthy it is. I don't know, something about drinking it green. It looks like it's kale or something. It looks like it's gonna taste really bad, but it's delicious. So what I usually do is just drink it out of this and then pour Scott's into a cup or something. Yeah, so you can see it's very like water, like a normal drink consistency. I don't like it thick. I like it cold, so if it's taking me a while to drink all of it, because usually I only drink half of this, but probably drink the whole thing, and I just add ice cubes. You don't need to add ice cubes if you're using frozen fruit, because right now it's cold, but if it's gonna take you a little while, you can add some ice cubes. Now, like I said, that's gonna be considered my breakfast. Since I worked out, it's really just kind of a snack to get me through to lunch. But if I'm going to work and not working out in the morning, what I like to do for breakfast is use sourdough bread. I don't know why I feel like sourdough bread is healthier, but Scott and I used to take sandwiches to lunch every single day, and that is a lot of bread because we would also eat like toast and stuff in the morning. So the sourdough is sliced, like it's very long, right? And so each piece is about this big, and I break it in half and toast it, and then cook 1 or 2 eggs, and you can scramble them, you can fry them, whatever you want to do. And then I put that on top, and then I get a block of cheese and I shred it over top of it. And I always add the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. This is like a cult favorite. I use this on my eggs. I use it on broccoli or any kind of vegetables, and also on avocado toast. I have avocados. Sometimes if I have them and they're ready, I'll add that to my cheesy egg toast as well, just to get like a good fat in there. But I always add this on top, and it's very good. And Scott's been eating that breakfast too, and he likes it as well. So I'll have that. So we like to grocery shop typically on Sunday, and we pick out 2 or 3 different fruits for the week, and we like to make fruit cups to take with us to work. And so this week we have this big thing, this big bowl that has pineapples, cantaloupe, and strawberries. Sometimes we'll do blueberries or mango, whatever it is. But if you go ahead and cut it up right when you get home, wash it, put it in a bowl, go ahead and portion it into fruit cups, you're so much more likely to eat it versus just having a cantaloupe sit on the counter until it rots, because once you actually are in the mood to have it, you don't feel like cutting up and doing it. So this helps us so much, and it takes 10 minutes to cut it up, and it's ready to go. It helps us get out the door, because we take our lunch every day that we work, mainly because it saves us so much money, but also because it helps us to eat healthier than what we would get if we like went to Chick-fil-A for lunch. But the fruit cup is a lifesaver, or cutting up your fruit is really good. Sometimes I'll take energy balls, but we also take, this week we've been taking this trail mix. We got this one at Aldi, but it's just raisins, peanuts, almonds, and sunflower seeds, cashews, and salt. But we portion this out, just a handful for each of us, into like a little baggie or a little Tupperware. If you want to add something sweet, you can add 1 or 2 or 3 chocolate chips. We've just been eating it salty, but this is really good. Any kind of nut is gonna be a good source of fat and help keep you fuller longer. So, we always get bananas, but these are, we got these, we haven't eaten any of them yet, because what we've been doing with them is letting them get very ripe and then making banana bread or banana bread muffins. So this week we made the muffins, and we keep them in here. Show you. So these are our little banana muffins, and this is a good example of what I mean by like we try to eat balanced, because we're not cutting out like added sugar or anything. This recipe has like a cup of added sugar, so it's definitely not like a healthy recipe, but it is a good way to use up your bananas that are about to go bad. I'll leave that recipe down below, but it's really good. We like to have banana bread either in the morning with our breakfast, or once we get back from the gym in the evening. You know, we usually will work out like 8 o'clock and get back at 9, and then we want something to eat. We're used to eating like triple chocolate brownies for dessert, and we'll both have like 3. So having the banana breads in a muffin form is better for portion control than just having like a big slice of banana bread. But also it's some way to get in some fruit, and they just taste really good. So we've been making those, some kind of banana bread muffin, for the past few weeks as well. Other than these foods that I've shown you, the other thing that we've been eating very consistently at least once a week is a burrito bowl or a taco bowl, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna have that for lunch whenever I get hungry. So once I finish my smoothie and get hungry, I'll come in here and make it and show you how I do it. It is so good. It makes a lot of leftovers. So what we do is make it either for, I'll make it for my lunch today, or if we make it for dinner, we take the leftovers and go ahead and put them into Tupperware for us to take for lunch throughout the week. And then our lunches are already ready and it's delicious. We love it. So I'll show you everything that goes into that whenever I get hungry again. So it's about 1:50 now. I just got finished giving the dogs a bath. So now I'm ready for lunch. I'm about to cut everything up and cook it, but I'll show you all the ingredients and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all put together. First, I have a bell pepper that I just started to dice up. I'm gonna do it into strips. I have an onion, this is a white onion, any kind of onion is fine. I have my fresh ground turkey, 93% lean. This is what we always get from Aldi. That's what I'm gonna be cooking. I have the taco seasoning. I use about half of this. I don't feel the need to use the whole thing, and this is the 25% less sodium. I have organic black beans that I'll rinse and add to everything. And then I have, this is such a lifesaver, the microwave whole grain brown rice. We get these at Aldi too. They're like $1.25, but every time we go to Aldi, we get like 3 or 4 because it's just so easy. You put it in the microwave for 90 seconds and you're good to go. So I think I'll add spinach. You can always add cheese to yours as well. I have jalapenos as well. These are from somebody's garden, just some jalapenos. I'll add them to the pan and also some of the juice for some spice. And I'm gonna try to make some guacamole, so I'll show you that as well. So now I'm gonna dice everything up, get it cooked, and show you what it looks like when it's ready. So it's 2:10 now, start to finish. I guess it took about 20 minutes. And everything's ready. I started my bowl. So in here I have some more spinach. Again, I'm not gonna really taste it. You can use iceberg, romaine, whatever, just any kind of green. And then I did 2 to 3 scoops of the meat mixture, which is right here. And in here is brown rice, the turkey, the peppers, the onion, black beans, and I threw some jalapenos in there as well. So it's like a one pot thing, everything you just throw in here. I also did some guacamole, which was just 1 avocado, the juice of 1 lime, some finely chopped onion, some jalapenos, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. So you can add whatever you want to your guacamole. And again, this is just 1 avocado. So I like to scoop a nice heaping scoop in there, and then the rest I'll eat by itself or with some chips. And then to top it off, I use the Mateo's gourmet salsa. This is the best salsa I've ever had. We get this big one at Costco. I think it's like $7 or $8. I also saw it at Walmart, but for $5 you get like that much. So going to Costco, if you have a membership, I don't know if Sam's has it, but that's the best way to do it, is to buy the big one, and it is so good. And it doesn't have any kind of weird ingredients. They're all tomatoes, water, jalapenos, garlic, salt, cilantro, red wine vinegar, lemon juice. So nothing weird. So I like to pour, I really like this stuff, so I pour a good bit onto there. And then my lunch is ready. You saw in the pan how much is left over, so once I'm finished eating, I'll go ahead and portion that out into some Tupperware. And so Scott and I can grab it on the way to work, and then we put a little bit, we don't take the guacamole when we take it to work just because it's hard to, if we make it the night before, the guacamole usually goes bad the next day, but we put a little bit of salsa in a small Tupperware container, and it is delicious. So this is the end result. I'm about to eat it up. Again, if you want, you could put like sour cream or shredded cheese. It doesn't taste different to me when I put shredded cheese on, so I just leave it out. But I'm about to enjoy this delicious meal. That's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas of some snacks or some meals that you can try out to take for lunch or for dinner, whatever it is. Again, we don't eat perfectly, but we are trying to be a little bit more balanced, and so I think these are a good balance of protein and fats and carbs. and all the good stuff. But I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.